right outside head. I got to move this head in a little, move this head out. Now I'm going to move the left inside in a little and the right outside out, or right inside out. Clamp. Then I'll move the right outside out across the tie. Bring it back. Unclamp and I'll move to the next one. Now I've got to move the left inside over, and I'm going to have to shut it off right now. I'm going to have to move the right inside in. Now I'm going to clamp. Now then I'm going to shut the left outside off, the right inside and the right outside, and I'm going to use the left inside. I'm in switch mode. That gets me up off my flipper, and I'm going to go to base by pushing the right base. When you're finished and ready to travel to another job site or go in for the day, you must lift this rail follower assembly back up onto the light carriage. Also, release the spring that pulls the light carriage guide wheels against the line rail. Want to raise your lining light up and put it in travel position. Once you have the rail follower assembly picked up, and the lining light up for travel, we will go back to the front of the machine to start picking up the folding tongues. Once again, raise the fork up, unlock the safety lock, and lower your loading fork to the rail. We will now unlock the first spacer stung and start rolling it up into its appropriate place. And we will throw the lock into position. Now we will start with this last spacer tongue. Bringing it into position, throwing the safety lock to travel, and pinning it. Once you have the spacer tongues loaded onto the fork, we will raise the fork up into travel position. And throw the safety lock. Now we will load or fold up the lining mask into the travel position, installing the safety pin for travel. As you're walking back to the back of the machine to pick up the lining sensor after raising the lining mask, look at your workhead locks on the outside and make sure they are engaged. Now we want to raise our lining sensor up into travel position and pin it. Now we will raise the lining sensor rail follower up and lock it. We will now go down the other side of the machine and look at the workhead and make sure that lock is engaged also. Making sure that the workhead lock did lock on the outside. We will now proceed to the mask rail follower, and we will raise the rail follower up and lock it for travel. Now we have the front buggy locked up and folded for travel. We have the jack beam up and locked, rail hooks locked. We have the mask rail follower up and locked. We have the rear sensor follower up and locked, and we are ready to travel.